Yo everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel. Hope you're all doing amazing. And today you are joining me of the preparation for the upcoming Cottage Living expansion pack that we can expect on the 22nd of July. And I gotta tell you that I have a full stomach regarding the fact that they just teased that new pack way too early. And that pack is going to be here only in like 1 month from, not even today, from 4 days from now. So I decided that we're going to prepare for that pack. Even from now, we're going to start build some stuff that are related to cottage living or related to farms and stuff like that. Of course, you can expect to see on this channel, you know, farm. Probably I'm going to build another one. I've already built, I think, 2 types of farm previously, but right now we're gonna build this modern family cottage. Now just to put you in the game of cottage building, for those who do not know, cottages in real life, they are kind of small. This one is a bit bigger than the average size, let's call it, of a cottage in real life, because this one also have a garage attached to it. But in general, cottages are kind of small, cozy. Most of the time they are used for vacation houses and not typically for living in. But with the new pack, I decided that we're gonna build a modern style cottage. Now, for those who do not know, cottages, most of them, and I don't want to say like all of them because that's not true, but most of the cottages are actually not 2 floors height. They are 1 floor plan height and or 1.5 floors, which means the second floor is not really a full heighted floor, if that's a thing. The second floor is actually going to be inside the gabled roof, so basically you can only stand straight in the middle of the roof and not on the edges where the roof is connected to the lower ceiling, basically. So that's how cottages in real life are designed. Now, of course, after I said that, just remember that around the world cottages are kind of defined differently, and then they are built differently, and basically one cottage, well, by one nation is something else, and there are actually people that think that cottage is more like a, I don't know, a mini mansion. I don't know, different places around the world build them in different designs. But if you want to make a cottage, there are some rules that kinda you need to follow, which is, of course, this is supposed to be a small house, not building it on a 64 by 64 where the build itself is 40 by 40. And of course, it's not supposed to have 2 floors, big floors with huge entrance area and stuff like that, because that's no longer gonna be a cottage, it's more gonna be a mansion. So yeah, there are only some small rules regarding how cottages are supposed to look like and what you need to have. But just do a small research and you're good to go, and do that in The Sims if you want to build them as realistic as you can. There is some sort of thinking or overall knowledge of people thinking that cottages are supposed to be like filled with flowers and I don't know. Those things are actually from stories and fairy tales, and maybe Snow White lived in one of those. But in real life, cottages are actually more like a small houses with actually a big lawn around them. Now, yes, people really love to grow some nice and beautiful flowers and place them on the lot with the cottage. But the whole idea of cottage is a small house on a big size lot and a lot of free space and lawns and beautiful areas to just play around, things like that. Basically, that's the whole idea of cottages. So if you try to build a cottage in the game, just know those things. And of course, I highly recommend for you to go to Google, search, or not just Google, you can go to Pinterest. They also have a beautiful collection of pictures that show you how cottages look like, and start build your own one in the Sims 4 game. Now, a bit like small information about this build, you are joining me in the map of Brindleton Bay, which is the map from Cats and Dogs. I think this is the most beautiful environment for building cottages, at least right now when we still don't have the new pack. I really wonder about the new pack, how it's going to look like. I think it's going to be really close to what Brindleton Bay look like right now. It's going to be a like off-side country style of living with, of course, well, the whole idea of there is having some pets and animals. And by the way, this is actually giving me the idea of telling you that as you can see, because I built this in the middle of the lot, the lot itself, if I remember right, it's 40 by 30 or 40 by 40. All the information about this build, of course, in the description down below, but I built it in the middle of the lot, and you have a beautiful lawn all over and all around with some nice plants in front of the big windows and the garage door. And you definitely can use this build when the new cottage living is gonna come into the game. You can take this build and just make some small modification to it, maybe add some garden area. You're gonna have a swing at the back with that I made from tire, something really cool, with some extra space for kids to play around, play with ball, shoot some hoops, and make some grill with your family. Definitely a great place to raise your family. And that actually leads me to the next subject in this video, which I built this build basically by testing and playing around with the, well, kind of new game pack, the Home Decorator pack, or the Dream Home Decorator pack, whatever it's called. And I gotta tell you, it is amazing pack. If you want to have in your game the almost endless possibility of creating your own custom-made storage units, your own full-size wall storage unit, which I created, something really awesome. You really want to stick around and see what I did there with that new pack, so you definitely have things to look forward in this build. This pack is just totally, I gotta tell you, I think it's in my top 5 packs to own in the game. Definitely, I don't know why they decided to just call it the Home Decorator pack or something like that. They could actually bring into that pack some sort of a collaboration with IKEA, because I think the item inside really resembling IKEA style, like storage units and IKEA style beds and like tables and working tables. So in some other words, they could actually call it IKEA pack or something like that. And I bet that IKEA would love to do some sort of collaboration. And if I remember right, they actually talked about the possibility of making some sort of a collaboration between The Sims and some sort of a franchise. And IKEA was one of them. Now, I gotta tell you that in modern games, many games actually do a collaboration with franchise, because it's actually good for both companies. The one company is actually getting some sort of exposure to many people, and the other one gets some really nice stuff in their game. For an example, many games are doing collaboration with Disney or things like that to have some characters from Disney in the game. I don't think that Disney is a really good thing to do in the Sims 4 game, but in some other games, I do know that one of the games, Sea of Thieves, which is really awesome game, where you play some sort of pirates and you're shooting and sailing around. They just did a collaboration with Disney to add like Jack Sparrow from you know, I guess it's also a book, but from the movie and basically from Disney. So I really hope to see a collaboration between The Sims and another franchise of decorating, like IKEA or anything else in the game, somewhere in the near future, before, you know, another game will come out. Hopefully it will be next year, because this year we definitely not gonna see The Sims 5. I was actually hoping to see it in E3 Expo that just ended like yesterday, I think, or maybe now we have the only the small things from small companies showing off in that expo. But for those who do not know what E3 is actually a big and most important expo revealing the upcoming games to the world. And E3 just ended like yesterday or today, and of course it depends on the day I'm recording this. And I was hoping to see EA at that expo, because just think about it, Sims 4 was announced in E3. And that's the thing, people were actually hyped for this E3 to see maybe we will see some sort of like teaser for The Sims 5, or something like it, just to show that the franchise, The Sims 5, is gonna come. Now, if they're gonna show us the Sims 5 in the E3 Expo, we know that we have something to look forward in this upcoming year. Now, it doesn't have to be in this year, because I do know that some people some companies in that expo do show you some games that are going to be released only 2 years from now. So I was really disappointed not to see anything regarding The Sims in E3 Expo this year, and actually that is a bad news for those who do look forward for The Sims game, because I said it before, I really think that we need to get a Sims 5 game, and it's been way too long for Sims 4 game, and I think we need to have a fresh start. Each game, each franchise do need to make some changes, do need to do like a fresh blank start after 4 years, 5 years, and The Sims is 7 years. So Sims 4 is 7 years old. So I definitely think that we should have gotten at least a teaser about The Sims 5, and that didn't really happen. Anywho, you can see that we are already inside of this house, and as I told you, I played a lot with the Dream Home Decorator pack, and as you can see, I even created the kitchen with it, and those beautiful small plates from, I think they are from Snowy Escape. They're just fit amazing with modern style kitchens. And as you can see right now, I'm creating some sort of a custom-made hanging lights. And that actually leads me, you know what, that actually, I'm going to talk about it right now, because Twisted Maxi, the one who created the tool mode, the one who created the better build by mode, the one who created, I think the free camera mode, he just released a brand new update for the better build by mode. And with that mode, and actually while I was building this section in the house, I did not have the latest version, but in the latest version, actually you can change, and hear me out, you can change during the building mode the lights, illumination, color, and strength, if that's the brightness of them, basically how strong they are. So he just made that happen. Yes, people, you don't need to bring your Sims over, and more important than that, you don't need to pick another light just because you don't like the illumination of it while you're building. And I cannot tell you how many times that happened to me. When I was building something, I picked a certain or specific light and placed it in the room, and I didn't like the illumination color while placing that light, that I decided to delete it and just use another one, because that yellowish illumination kind of ruined the whole vibe or feeling or whatever I tried to get from that design in that room. So I had to switch the light to a different one just because I didn't like the light illumination. And now it's no longer a problem. If you want, with the new better build by mode by Twisted Maxi, you can actually change the illumination of the illumination, the color, anything related to the lights. You can change during the building mode. Just press Shift on the light, and you basically gonna get the menu from the live mode to change the lights. So definitely go and check that out, and I will leave a link to that in the description down below. So huge shout out to Twisted Maxi, who know our needs and fulfill them. Anywho, right now we can see that I created some sort of a hanging fireplace, and that hanging fireplace might be a bit problem for you if you want him to be functional. Now, of course, there is a simple fix for that. If you want it to be functional, you need to just drop it down, bring a handy sim. If you have a handy sims, just bring him over to your lot and make him upgrade the hanging. Well, it's no longer hanged, but just make him fix that fireplace and make it an auto-lighted. An auto-lighted fireplace can be basically lit every time a Sims will go into the room. So once you upgrading that fireplace, just bring it up all to the original place where I placed it, and you are good to go with a fully usable, functional fireplace that is kind of hanged from the ceiling. I really love it, and I really hope that you're gonna do that. Otherwise, you can't really reach it to just light it with a match or something like that. Anywho, as you can see, I really went heavy on that with that pack in basically all the spaces over here. It is just so much fun to play with that pack, and if you're asking me, and you know that I'm not paid to say that, because I'm not a EA game changer or something like that, I give you my honest opinion regarding packs in the game. And just like I said that, for example, in my opinion, the Nifty Knitting pack is not something that you want to buy if you are a builder, I will tell you my real feelings and thoughts about packs. So this pack, if you are a builder, you want that pack. You want that pack. You want that pack. The possibilities, the creativity with those items is just limitless. There's no way to stop build with this pack. Every time when you try to create some custom-made storage unit, you will end up with something else. And right now you can see that I'm creating some sort of a small working space for the people who live here, because in my head the people who live here are actually one a home decorator and the other one is a sculptor, and the one that can sculpture in wood and do some statues and stuff like that and create I think it can create basically anything up to like hot tubs or something like that. And every time I'm creating something related to them, I gotta tell you that I'm a bit sad, because in The Sims 3 actually sculptor could make some really awesome things, even from ice, from stone, from clay, from wood, from bushes. And I really think that in The Sims 4 they kind of miss it. They kind of try to hit the ball and they kind of miss it badly. Taking the fact that you can only do one thing with wood in here, so well, not one statue, like you can only sculpture in wood, which is kind of sad. So this is some sort of the hanging area for that person. He can of course do his business and make his own job from here. And on the wall, you're gonna see that in a bit, and on the wall I'm gonna create some sort of a wall mounted tools, something really awesome. And the washer and the dryer are also over here. If you do play with laundry, I do not really play with the laundry. I think it's disabled in my game. I don't like it. Every time I don't like laundries in real life, so of course I'm not playing it with the game. I don't like every time they're like taking off their clothes off, they dropping it on the ground, and it's kind of starting to smell in the game and making the whole messy. And I think that if someone plays the game with all the things working, from laundry to ghost to supernatural stuff to dirty, like the cleaning from the kit, and all of those things together, I think you don't really have time to live your life as a sim inside of the house, because you're gonna need to every time just to make sure the whole day is gonna be cleaning. So I don't think it's possible to play with all those things all together. Let me know if you ever did that. If you do that, I'm definitely gonna drop my hat in front of you, because that is insane. That insane in the good way, but it's amazing. Okay, let's call it that this way. It's amazing if someone managed to play the game with everything working. So I think that by now you can notice, or you noticed, that I use a really delicate and bright colors, and only some areas are gonna get something like dark blue or something like it. I think the way I noticed cottages design in real life, that's the whole idea of cottages. They're supposed to be really comfortable. They need to be really cozy and nice. And don't worry, right now you can see that I placed that. I think those are towels, dryers or heaters, something like that. I placed them in front of the bath, and it's kind of blocking the bath. I was not thinking about it when I placed them, but don't worry, I moved them like aside, and it is usable. Of course, anything in here is usable, so don't worry about that. But as I was saying, as you can see, I used a really bright colors. I really love that combination. Anything with white, wood, gray, and an extra color for your choice is always going to work together. So definitely, if you want to pick some sort of a color pattern, go with it. You cannot go wrong with this. So definitely give it a try if you're trying to build a cozy, modern style, cottage. Moving on to the next subject is actually talking about the RG Decorator challenge that you are killing it, people. I was not expecting so many designs already. Like, you already submitted them, and I think right now there are like 32 designs that you like submitted, and I'm super hyped for this, and it's amazing to see how many. I thought, like, I said that I'm gonna make some sort of a video to showcase all of the top 5 creations, and I thought there maybe probably gonna be 6, 7, and it's not gonna be that tough for me to do some sort of a competition between them. And it's not really a competition, just to show what you can do, and of course you can enjoy the recreation of the broken house that I created. So I was not expecting so many. And by the way, if you want to participate and you haven't done this yet, just remember that this is until the 22nd of this month of June. So make sure to submit them until the 22nd. And of course, I'm just gonna start working on the video on the 23rd, but I can see the date you are uploading it. So don't try to upload that like one day after that, because you're not gonna be in. But anyway, if you are participating, much luck to all of you. It's amazing. I only just saw some of them and like glance on some of them, and I did not download any of them. So don't see don't think that I did not download yours yet. I didn't download any of them yet. But of course, I'm gonna do that after the 22nd, and I really hope to see even more of you participating. But I gotta tell you, I was not expecting that. I thought it will be much less. It's amazing, and I'm looking forward to see all your creations. So if you want to participate, link to the challenge in the description, and remember, until the 22nd. And right now you can actually see what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. This is the full, almost full wall storage unit with the new pack. This is just amazing. Just look at that. You can create your configuration every time. It will never look the same as something that you already did. You can fit in those shelves so many things, so many small details and awesome things you can put inside, from plants to some statues. I believe that even statues that you created you can place inside. Really awesome things that you can do with that pack. Highly recommend for you to get it. You will not regret it. And in a bit we're gonna go to the last room, which is, I believe it's the kids room, right? We already saw everything else, so it's gonna be the kids rooms. And I gotta tell you that, first of all, I'm super happy with the bunk beds. I think this is the most important thing that they added into the game. And finally, I don't need to create 2 rooms for kids to live in. I don't like creating kids rooms. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not the best at it. But I created here some sort of cornered working table for the kids to work and do their own homework at. And by the way, you just noticed that I used, well, basically 3 times the same table and placed them, and there was a glitchy area on those tables because they were kind of interfacing and basically one on top of each other. Now, if you want to fix that issue, you can do that really easily, and it's almost unnoticed with the tool mode. You're just gonna press one of them, that is the one that being glitched from both sides of the tables. You're gonna press it with the tool mode, and then you're gonna raise it like 0.005, 0.002, and it will be totally okay. It will raise so small amount of height that it is almost unnoticeable that it's over the ground and it's over the other tables, but it will stop the glitching area from happening. So know that this is something that you can do with the tool mode, something really awesome. And I hope that you learned this one in this video, something new. Always try to learn something new. And if you did learn something new, or you enjoyed this time with me in my channel, in my videos, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll see you again at the next video. I really hope that you enjoy it. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Till the next time, keep that Sims party going for me, because RGR Gaming is signing off.
not afraid to bring it up. We laugh when times are rough.